All right, how's it going, KW Southwest? Welcome in to another fine Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. How's everyone? Good deal. All right. Okay, let's rock and roll. Who's got something good? Who's got something good today?
Good morning. This
Good
is Carly
morning.
Nichols. I'm online.
Yeah,
Yes.
tell
So
us.
I am just grateful. I went to Jamaica on a mission trip,
Nice.
and it was very successful.
Good to hear.
I'm increasing awareness in schools for mental health, and I also had a 12 kids sponsored, and thanks to the Joiner team who sponsored one of the children in Jamaica to give them gifts and stuff for Christmas, and it was successful.
That is awesome. Love it. Love it. Love hearing that. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna follow that. But we will. Who else got something good? Who else got some? I know. Please don't make me go into Yana spiel. Yeah. Come on, guys. Who's got something good? Somebody has something good. We have a lot of good things happening. There we go. See?
My parents are around 80, and my dad doesn't love to travel. My mom always wants to be on the go. So last week they went and visited some friends in Arizona. And when they got back, they got a call the next day and said, "Could you come back? We enjoyed having you here." So they live in North Dakota,
Oh,
currently snowing this morning. Freezing. Yeah, it was 3 below yesterday. And yeah, so they just booked their trip last night to go back. So I'm very excited for them to get out of the snow.
Yes, that's awesome.
I
Did
love
they
it.
find a house over there?
They don't want to live there. They just want to be.
Just in the winter, just the winter months.
Oh, there we go. Miss LaDonna's got one.
Oh. No running.
Good morning, KW family.
Morning, Madam President.
So, what I have is a testimony, and that is that he got me up, he woke me up, he allowed me to dress up, he allowed me to show up, and he's allowing me to put that
God, look
$960,000
at
listing on the
I love that. Look at that.
Him, yeah.
I love it. Good deal. That was awesome. That was awesome. I love that. We're going to talk a little bit more about that too today in some essence. Who else got something good?
I just
Come
got
on.
back from Antarctica.
Oh, Gabby. Yes. How was that? Did you
Um,
take a did you take a polar plunge?
no polar plunge for me. It was not, I'm not cleared by my doctor for that. I did fall twice, in penguin poop. So to make it great, but it was the experience of a lifetime, and penguin poo or not.
Well, good deal. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a bucket list experience, that's for sure. That's for sure. Well, welcome back. Welcome
Thank
back home. Good deal. Which it feels like Antarctica too, so it's all good. Or it's about to this weekend. All right, what's up, Mona? What you got?
So I picked up two listings this weekend, one in Roche Sharon and one in Sealy. And the one in Sealy was recommended by my stager. And I've been using the stager for a really long time. And I keep asking her, "Do you have anyone? Do you have anyone?" And the day I texted her, she actually had one of her best friends that needs to sell their house in Sealy. So she just said, "Mona, you're a godsend," and everything worked out for a reason. So I was
How long have you
excited.
had your stager?
For about almost a year and a half. Yeah.
year and a half.
Yeah. So finally she gave me a referral, and my son just went to study abroad in Japan, and he reached late this evening over there. So our morning time. So I'm excited for him, but I'm gonna
Love it.
miss him. So I'll need my KW family.
There we go. Good deal. I love it all.
Good job, good job.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? All right, let's rock and roll. Let's keep rolling. All right, let's welcome our lunch sponsor. It's Woo Kim. He's done some, yeah, he's gonna come up. He's done some pretty awesome things. He's the founder of LinkMe, which is a fast-growing tech company helping agents modernize their brand. All right, he started LinkMe as a college project while earning his degree in electrical engineering, and in just 2 years, he's grown it from his own singular operation to a full team of 9. Right now, working with thousands of agents across the country, and he's going to talk about how to show you how to capture more clients in the digital age. Take it away.
All right. Well, before we begin,
Yeah, you're going to need to use that for online. Yeah.
Before we begin, how are we doing today? Guys, I flew in from California last night just to see your lovely faces. So show me some love. How are we doing today? Okay. See, I know you guys had it in you. Okay, well, I don't have a lot of time to this, so I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. How many people in the room would like more business? Raise your hand. You and me both, sister. So we're gonna talk about that. So I'll share this. Over Halloween, I was driving my drunk buddy home, and I got him in my car. I was driving, and he decided to puke all over my car. For those of you that had happened to you before, vodka mixed with pizza with stomach acid does not smell good. So we cleaned it up, and I was driving to an office meeting, and the smell was driving me nuts. So I pulled up my ChatGPT on my phone. How many people use ChatGPT? Okay, most people. I pulled it up on my phone, I clicked on voice mode, and I said, hey, can you recommend me the best mobile detailer in Brea that can get rid of puke smell in my car? GPT thought for 3 seconds, recommended me a mobile detailer, pulled up his Google business profile. He had like 102 5-star reviews and included his phone number. So all I had to do was click that button. I was on the call with the owner, and the gentleman was in my house cleaning my car the very next day. So the way consumers are choosing their service businesses is shifting drastically. I'm sure you guys are already seeing this. So we're going to talk about how to crush your online presence. And I got this quote from NAR, and they say over 90% of potential clients research their agent before reaching out to them. And it makes sense. I'll do the same thing. So we're going to do something fun. Can everybody pull out your cell phone right now? Pull out your cell phone. It'll be fun. Pull out your cell phone, and I need you to go to Google. And I need you to type in your first name, last name, realtor. It's going to be fun. And we're going to pretend like we're consumers doing our research on our agent. And I want you to pay attention just to the first 3 links that show up and actually click through the 3 links and see how you're being displayed online. I'll give you guys 10 seconds. First name, last name, realtor. And can you guys give me a thumbs up when you have done so I know where everybody's at? Okay, 5 more seconds. Just the 3 links, guys. Just the first 3 links. Okay, I'm going to ask you 3 questions now. Based on what you saw, can you raise your hand up high if you saw yourself? If you showed up, can you raise your hand up high? Look around. This should be most people. This is great. Okay, put it back down. Question number 2. Within the first 3 links, how many people saw more than 25 5-star reviews? Raise your hand. 2 people. Gentleman in the back, 3 people. You guys are crushing it. Minimum that reviews that I recommend is 25. If you're brand new, put together an Excel spreadsheet. Put your friends, family, your title rep, your lender, your TC, your escrow officer, your broker. Ask anyone and everyone who can make a comment about your work ethic or character for a review. They don't just have to be your past clients. Okay, so number 2 is reviews. And last question. How many people look like the same person on each platform? Raise your hand. Same photo, same name, same company, same market. Raise it up high. We clicked on the 3 links that showed up. How many of you look like the same person on each platform? Okay, 6 people. Got it. Thanks for that. That helps a lot. You guys can put down the phones now. Some of you are on TikTok. Put it down. So with that said, like I mentioned, I don't have a lot of time today. When I do a full training, I do a deep down break analysis of online presence, but we're just going to look at Google today. Would you guys like to see what a great Google presence looks like for realtors and a bad one? Yeah? Okay, let's go there. This is an actual agent by the name of Joyce Blank Realtor. I Googled her name and this is what I see. I blocked out her last name in order to protect her identity. We see 3 links. Realtor.com, every agent in this room has a Realtor.com, yes? Yes. Second link is her LinkedIn. Again, every professionals has a LinkedIn, nothing too special here. And the last link is some US phone books website that has nothing to do with real estate. Do you guys see reviews? Do you see her picture? Do you see her website? Do you see Instagram or Facebook, 2 most popularly used platforms? No. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a sad face. This is what a lot of agents look like when clients Google their name. Which one? The third one? It's like a lead gen website that has nothing to do with real estate. Yeah. So with that, here's a great example of what I want you to look like.
Can we see the screen? Is there a way to share the actual screen? The presentation?
So what I'll do for people on Zoom, I'll share my presentation deck with Norman afterwards, and he'll be able to send it to you. All right. So going back at it, if you're listening, you can do this too. I Googled Naim Olachea Realtor. What's the first thing you guys see? Zillow? Stars? Yes. You see stars everywhere. So in 5 seconds, before you even click through each link, does he look legit?
Yep.
Yes, it's because he has a lot of freaking stars. On Google, he's got 87 5 stars. Zillow, he's got 25. Realtor.com, he's got 13. On Yelp, he's got 4. And over on the right-hand side, this is called your Google Business Profile, where clients can see the face of you. If a client just met you at an open house, they get back into the car and Googled your name, the first thing they need to see is a photo of you to confirm that they're looking at the right agent. So if you don't have a Google page, actually, let's do this. Who here has a Google page? Okay, 10 people. If you don't have one, create one. It's free to have. Picture, reviews, contact info, all that good stuff. And on the left-hand side, we see his website and a lot more reviews. That's the idea. And so, sir, in the front, what's your name? Brandon. Let's just say you're a seller. But the problem is you don't know any agents. So you ask your uncle, you ask your dad, hey, what agent did you use to sell your home? And let's say Brandon gets 2 agents referred to him right now. He then Googles their name. And here's a really tough question, Brandon. Let's say the first agent you Googled looks like Joyce on the left-hand side. And the second agent you Google looks like Naim on the right-hand side. Really hard question. Which agent are you going to call based on what you see? Exactly. Right. So did I just make it real as to why we need to have a solid Google presence? And this is why ChatGPT browses for you before making agent recommendations. All right, so we're going to wrap it up now. In 5 seconds, a consumer decides if you're legit. So I'm going to share real quick, real-life examples. We recently helped an agent by the name of Tina Wang. I looked at her Google and I gave her a 0. Here's why. I Googled Tina Wang Realtor. This is what I saw, and I gave her a 0 out of 5. Can anybody tell me why based on what we discussed today? No stars? She's got 21 stars. She has a picture. Here's the reason why I gave her a 0. This isn't our Tina. Let me say that again. Our Tina that came to me is Tina with Keller Williams, the world's greatest company in the world. Yeah. This Tina that shows up is with Compass. Yeah. So our Tina is one of the top producers at our office. She always caps out, and she would do a great job with her clients. Her clients would refer business to our Tina. They Google her name and they see this. So what do you think the referrals were doing? They're calling a different Tina. Tough way to grow your business. This is an example of when clients can't find you online. Did I make it real? Yes, and of course we fixed that so our Tina shows up first with our Tina sites showing first. Let me show you an example of what when you don't look established. This is Maria, director with California Association of Realtors. Recently helped her out. She's a producing agent herself. She always wanted to break into the luxury market. And so I said, okay, let me take a look at what you have. This is what she's being displayed online. And you guys tell me, does she look like a luxury, high-end, premium real estate agent? Why? There's nothing luxury about this. Exactly. Her headshot sucks. It is what it is. I know this is a great client. I love her. And her website is a generic corporate site that it just looks like a cookie and cutter template sites. And I always told her, if you want to attract high-end clients, we got to make ourselves look like high-end agent. So this is exactly what we did for her. New branding, new shot, new logo, and new site. Wow. The same agent, the same years of experience, the same market, the same name, but the way she's being perceived online are on the two opposite ends of the spectrum. So that makes sense? Okay, so this is the example of when you don't look established. Let me show you one last example real quick. This is Jeff. What do you guys think about this? Yeah, every agent from this brokerage has this exact same website. Looks old, yeah. And so in order to differentiate him, here's what we did. The first thing people need to see when they visit your site is a video of you opening doors at a listing, on a call with a client, on your laptop. They clicked on your site because they wanted to work with you. So show them you first in a video, ideally. So He was just named top 1.5% of agents nationwide by Real Trends. Looks awesome. So I'll leave you guys with this. How many people do you think will Google your name in the next 30 days? Give me a wild guess. 10? Okay, that's very close. Industry average for the number of Google searches you get as a producing agent is 7. How do I know this? It's called Google Alerts. This one's worth writing down. Set up Google Alerts under your name. And when you do so, anytime somebody Googles your name, Google will notify you that you just got looked up. And our job as an agent is to make that number go up by doing more prospecting. So the average number is 7. If 7 sellers Google your name and they either couldn't find you like Tina Wang, or you didn't look established like Maria, how much commission does that lose you? What's the average commission here in the city of Sugar Land?
Anywhere from 10 to 12,000.
12,000, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't want you to lose that commission. So here's my offer to you. I don't have anything to sell you today. Here's my offer. The bottom line is if you don't look legit online, you lose business quietly. So I want to help. So here's what we do. We build your entire online presence in 28 days across Google, your socials, your site, and your branding, so you can finally feel confident to send clients to check you out online. And here's my offer to you, one-on-one brand analysis. I gotta take a flight back to California tonight, so I have opened up some time slots on my calendar where you can meet with me one-on-one on Zoom, and we're gonna do a full breakdown of your online presence. We're talking Google, your site, your branding, and your social media. The only thing it's gonna cost you is your ego, if you have one. And I just want to make it clear. On this call, I'll rip you apart online, show you areas that we can tighten, what's working, what's not working. And this is best for agents. I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyways. If you don't know where your next 2 deals are coming from, this isn't for you. We typically work best with agents that are already getting traction. And the reason for that is because no matter how pretty we make you look online, if you're not doing prospecting and no one's Googling your name, it just doesn't matter. So I just want to say, if you want to look better online, you're already getting traction, and you want it to have it done for you, apply for a one-on-one brand analysis. It's completely free. And even if you're not ready to hire a team to build this all out, still scan it because you're going to get a copy of your brand analysis sent to you via PDF. All right? Can I answer any questions before I get out of here? Thanks for having me.
Appreciate
I
it.
have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, quick question. So when creating your Google page, would you recommend putting like the name of your business or your actual name?
Your
Under
actual
business
name
name.
first, and then your business second.
Okay.
Yeah, great question.
And would you recommend attaching like realtor to it as well, like Victoria Chittimere Realtor, or just Victoria Chittimere?
So I'll make it super simple. If your name is John Smith, here's exactly what I would put. John Smith, Realtor, you're Sugar Land real estate agent, 10 plus years of experience serving your market. Years of experience, your market, your name, and the word Realtor. All 4 of these things needs to go on your Google page. Make sense?
Okay, perfect. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Of course, yes.
Our social media or just looking at what we currently have?
So yes, the first one is correct. We look at what you're doing, what you look like right now, areas we can fix, what's not working, what's working. We take screenshots and includes feedback so you know exactly what you need to do to elevate it up. If you want us to do it, we'll do it. If you want to do it yourself, you can do it yourself. Yeah, so that's my offer to you guys. That's my gift to you. And yeah. All right, well, thank you for having me, everybody.
Awesome. Appreciate you. Thank you. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Oh, and one more thing.
Sure.
So I told Barbara that if I impress you guys,
Uh-oh.
then I would love an introduction to her sister offices. So what do you say? Are you guys impressed?
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much. I
Appreciate you,
it.
buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good deal. I actually put it back there with your
You're
stuff
the man.
already.
Thank you.
No worries. Feel like this is getting in the way. Thank you. Appreciate you. Awesome. Good deal. We're back on it. All right. Was that awesome? Let's give him one more. Thank you for lunch, dude. Awesome. All right. Let's keep rolling. Let's get, not a lot of things on the calendar here, so it's not going to take up as too much of time. Unlocking your 2026 AI Toolkit reminder is on January 27th. We're going to have a KWSW happy hour next Thursday. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. And of course, family reunion coming up. Quick reminder, though, again, as I did last week, while I housekeep here real quick so nobody's falling, understand that, hey, HAR membership renewal is due. And so you're technically already late and you are delinquent next week. So if you are still remaining to renew your license, and I actually think HAR has locked you out already. So if you are unaware of that, that probably means you haven't logged in a minute. So please take care of that. It's a massive help to us, okay? So go and renew your 2026 membership. Okay, and then a reminder, we're currently running a contest in the office, right? The Battle of the Best Showdown. It started on January 7th. It's gonna be till the end of February. We're gonna track it by signed agreements, okay? We're gonna signed agreements, so any listing agreement signed or any buyer representation agreement signed, the top 3 that have it will get a prize. Now, we've actually, to make it as even as possible, we broke it down into 3 groups, okay? The 3 groups are PC, so PC has its own competition, solo individual agents have their own, and then group and team has their own, okay? And first place is gonna get their aforementioned HAR membership paid for, so it's a value of roughly $500. The second prize is gonna get monthly agent bill, 1 month of monthly agent bill covered, and third prize is going to get an MREA playbook thanks to the one and only Sarah Detmore. Okay? So again, first, second, and third per category there. Okay? Go get your signed agreements and we'll be able to track those on our back end thanks to Jess. All right. Reminder again on behalf of Greg, Unlock Your 2026 AI Toolkit is going to happen on January 27th at 2 o'clock right here in the training room. So again, if you want to still get into your, enhance your AI skills and usage, make that, a mastery, committing to self-mastery on AI, I suggest you to be there. I remember him saying something about last week that it caters towards any level of expertise on AI. Okay, so again, I recommend you being there. And again, next Thursday, on behalf of ALC, we are going to have a in-house happy hour at the Island area. January 29th, Thursday, January 29th from 5 to 7. We'll come hang out. We'll have a bunch of drinks and some food. Some of our partners will be there. It'll be a good time, so hope to see most of y'all there. Okay? Anything to add on that? Anybody? We're good? Okay. All right. As I mentioned earlier, family reunion is around the corner. I'm going to go ahead and do this again because as I was hoping when I mentioned it last week, I had a couple of people reach out and say, hey, I'm extremely interested actually, and they're planning on going now, okay? So again, before I get into a little bit of the details, let's check out the video again. So as you saw there, and here's the QR code if any of y'all want more information, it is February 21st to February 24th in Atlanta. There's still tickets available. We're actually got some pretty good numbers. It's actually already outpaced last year. That was in Vegas. Again, a great time, hang out, get away from it a little bit. Also a great place to network and build national and global relationships. And of course, again, listening to Gary's State of the Economy and Vision speech to see where we're at in the industry, add nuggets to add into your presentations, all the breakouts for specialties that you want to maybe grow in. And then, of course, Jay Shetty is going to be our keynote speaker. So it's definitely don't want to miss that. Super excited about that. So if there's any more questions or you guys want to hear more about it or learn more about it to potentially go, please feel free to reach out to a leadership team member and we'll help you with that. Okay? All right. All right, Norm. Take it away, buddy. You have some cool things to add, right? Here you are. I know you got some slides.
Okay, okay. How's everybody? Come on. How's everybody?
Good.
All right, all right, all right, right. Look at this one. How cold is it going to be this weekend? Okay. Some of y'all have already posted this to your Facebook, so your social media. You need to be doing this too, making sure everybody knows to wrap their pipes or whatever they need to do, because it's gonna be cold. Do y'all like it? You
No,
like the
hey,
code?
hey.
I don't like the code. I don't like the code because
Yeah, Barbara's not from here.
I have to ride a bike in the code. Okay. So
Yeah. Nobody's forcing you, Norman.
no, when it gets into the 50s, I don't ride. I don't care what you tell me, I'm not going to ride. But we are the Keller Williams cycling team doing the MS 150 in 2026 again. So has anybody wanted to do this? You do? You really want it? Come talk to me. I can help you with that. All you have to do is come and talk to me, okay? We have a team. We've been riding for a number of years. This will be my 18th year, I think. Okay. So,
wrong way.
wrong way. Okay. Y'all voted on jerseys, right? I posted a whole bunch of jerseys. This seems to be the favorite. So I've kind of modified it a little bit and I sent it up to Primo so they can mock me up a jersey. Any vendors want to be a sponsor of our jersey? I'll get your logo on the back of it. Okay. Okay. $250 gets you a decent sized logo. $500 gets you a really big logo back there. Okay.
What does $1,000 get you? The whole shirt. The whole backside. We don't even need KW on there. Yeah.
Well, we'll replace the Keller Williams on the back with yours.
For $10,000.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So please let me know. I'll be reaching out to vendors, our associates, our affiliates. Let's get some sponsors back here because this helps pays for the logos the jerseys. Okay. And so here is our last year's team. Okay. We're missing some people because they wanted to start somewhere else, and you don't have to start at the 100-mile mark. There's a 75-mile mark, and there's also like a 50-mile mark. You can start there. And you don't ride 75 miles all the way. There's 10-mile breaks, and that's what we stop at. Okay, I make everybody stop. My consistent sponsor, okay, every year she just sponsors $250. We get them. And it's not the ride to the, destination, but it's good because that's the journey. But this is the finish line. You don't know how it feels to finish, do y'all? It feels great. You ever run a marathon or anything? And to finish it, that's the feeling you get, okay? And you're helping a bunch of people. You never know who has MS, and I keep saying it. Okay, we've had agents here in the office that had MS and they've passed away. But I've had some friends and we still know people that have MS right now. If you haven't been coming back in the back with me, we've been meeting. We've been talking a little bit about Gemini, maybe ChatGPT and some other ones, but some kind of AI. Been doing some kind of Canva, and I want to integrate it into, and we have done it into Command somehow. Okay, so come on back. I'm going to be meeting with Sandra in a little bit, and then somewhere around 12:30 or so, 1 o'clock, come on back. I know y'all have a PC meeting, and then you have something special also today, but you're all welcome to come back, and then it's special, isn't it? Somebody said it was like a cappers meeting or something, right? Okay. Yeah, whatever, okay? We're in the back called the Internet Cafe.
Oh, yeah, right. The boardroom. Okay.
Yeah, the boardroom.
The boardroom Internet Cafe.
That's a really nice boardroom back there.
Okay, I got you. I was curious on what you meant. Thank you, Norm. Appreciate it. All right. Go ride with Norman on my behalf, please. Right. Oh, I know. This conversation's been going on for like 3 years now. All right. I could. Now you sound like Chad. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's see how much time I've got. Okay, I'm going to keep you out here till 1. Don't worry. Only Barbara reacted. That was great. All right. All right. Let's rock and roll today. All right. I hope you all have some piece of paper because I encourage you to write some notes because we're going to dive into a little bit about how and what you should be thinking in 2026. All right. Now, I had the privilege of masterminding with some MAPS coaches a few weeks, maybe about a month ago. And this is a conversation that we had. And I thought it was so powerful that I actually essentially turned around and had this conversations in the MAPS community twice already since mid-December. I thought, okay, let's have this as a team meeting topic too soon because I think it's really powerful for y'all. Now, doesn't matter what stage you're at in your career right now, we should all be thinking about this. So I don't care if this is your first team meeting, this is the level that I want you guys to be thinking at as you're creating your journey and your path to what your 5-year plan is, okay? Now, working it backwards from your 5-year plan, this is focusing on goals for 2026 and how you should navigate them and how you should be thinking, okay? And the level you should be thinking at. So I like to call it rev the engine, okay? Because revving the engine, and what I mean by that is because I'm going to ask you a series of questions. There's not a lot of things that I'm going to dictate here today. It's going to be a series of questions that you need to reflect on and ask yourselves as now you go through this after today's meeting and kind of focus in and get intentional about your goals for 2026. Okay? So why is it called Rev the Engine? Because first we're going to start out with number 1, your 3 income engines. So what are your 3 income engines? So number 1, what is your cash engine? Okay, what is your cash engine? Number 2, what is your profit engine? And 3, what is your equity engine? So when I say cash engine, I'm referring to what's generating you the most active earned income. Okay, your cash engine is defined as what's generating you the most active earned income. For most of y'all, that's probably sales. Okay, it could be investments. It's what's generating you the most cash flow. And then your profit engine or wealth engine, it's actually your wealth engine. Thanks, ChatGPT. Your wealth engine is generating scalable, active, or leveraged income. Okay, generating scalable, active, or leveraged income. And then lastly, your equity engine is defined as generating long-term, brand-based, passive returns. Okay? So how can we simplify that? Well, your cash engine is what pays the bills. Okay, your cash engine is what pays the bills. Your wealth engine, okay, your wealth engine is what's making you more profitable. Your wealth engine is what's making you more profitable. And then your equity engine, it's what's building your value over time. Okay, what's building your value over time in the sense that even if you're not working, you're still generating income, passive income. Okay, so that's your equity engine. So the question right now is, which one of these needs your attention in Q1? Which one of these needs your immediate attention? And for clarity purposes, it's not about what you want to do. It's about what needs your attention in Q1. Or discipline. Yeah, and it could be. Sure. Right? If you need more cash or if you need more cash flow right now, then your cash engine is probably the one that needs the most attention. Yeah. Okay. And again, everybody's at different phases of their life and different phases of their business. And so the answer could be different. Okay. So now that we've now that we figured out where the money is going to come from, or we've talked about the money, number 2 is I want to divide the year into quarters. Okay, divide the year into quarters. Because rather than doing everything at the same time, we want to divide it up. A great segue on this is who's read the 12-week year? Good. It's a great recommendation, by the way. Great recommendation, 12-week year. So now the question is, What's your primary objective in Q1? Okay, what's your primary objective in Q1? How will you measure success? How will you measure that success? What's the metric? Okay. And what role will you play? So when I say what role will you play, are you going to be the executor? Are you going to be the visionary? Or are you going to be the collaborator? Okay. Executor means you're the one that's going to drive it. You're doing the work. You're doing it yourself. Okay. Are you going to be the visionary? Means are you creating all of this and then you're leveraging it out? You have the vision. You create a team, partnership, allied resources. They drive it. Or are you going to be the collaborator? Hey, let's team up together. You and I, we're going to do this. Depending on what the focus is, you can have 3 different roles. What is the role that you need to take? Okay. Now, once you've done that for Q1 and you start getting into planning Q2, then Q3, Q4, you're asking yourselves the same questions. Okay, everybody following, right? Okay. So once we have set up where our money is coming from and we know what our objectives are, now we have to develop an operating cadence. And an operating cadence can be divided into 3 defined modes. You can be either in maintenance mode, admin mode, or unique ability mode. So how do we define those? So essentially, what you need to be doing is auditing your Monday through Friday time. Unique ability, it's on the screen. This is why I kind of put these, so it's not just me lecturing to you guys. I have a little bit of bullet points for you. Okay? So audit your Monday through Friday time. Okay? And how much of your time is being utilized to your strengths? Because you could be doing work in maintenance mode, which is doing things without thinking about them. Okay? Essentially what the word means. You could be operating in admin mode. That's more structure, processes, programming. Okay? And then there's unique ability. So how do we define unique ability? Well, unique ability is the uniqueness that is essentially you. Okay? Now that doesn't mean that you're the only one that can do that. Okay? It just means that you have a unique ability for that task. Okay? Example? Well, here's a question I'm going to give you. Okay? Hang on I'm going to give you a question that might hurt. Does your calendar reflect your goals? Does your calendar reflect your goals? Because we can say, I hear y'all say things all the time, all day. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to do. And yet, that's not what your video doesn't match your audio. Okay, your video doesn't match your audio. Gary has a saying, Gary Keller has a saying, let me see your calendar, I'll know how much you made. It's pretty powerful. Okay, let me see your calendar, I'll know how much you made. Okay? All right, so here's a question. What is the 1 or maybe 2 things in your calendar that if you were to change, right? So what is 1 or 2 calendar changes that you can make that would essentially have that would be 20% more effective with 20% less effort? What are 1 or 2 calendar changes that you can make that would give you that would be 20% more effective with 20% less effort? Here's a hint. You want to do your best to convert a lot of your maintenance mode or your admin time into unique ability time. Okay. So again, how do you define, or a simpler way to define unique ability? It's what you like and dislike doing, and everyone else's opinion is irrelevant. Okay. It's what you like or dislike doing, and everything else, everyone else's opinion is irrelevant. Hey, understand one thing, activity and productivity is not the same thing. Okay, activity and productivity is not the same thing. We sometimes find ourselves diving deep into busy work. Remember, disappropriate results deserve disappropriate time. Not every activity is created equal. So be purposeful and intentional about what you're doing first and what brings you a better return. Because again, going back to our engines, what do you need most right now? Right? Do you need a cash engine, wealth engine, equity engine? And if it's cash engine, as Stephen mentioned, are you doing the activity it's taking to bring you more cash flow? I love how I got so quiet. Okay. Next is defining the metrics that matter. What are the metrics that matter? Okay, so number one, revenue. Okay, it's defined as cash, profit, income, however you see it, right? It's building wealth and equity. Number two is retention and referral. Retention and referral. You can define this as your client or database size. What's your client size currently? What's your database size? And are you gathering momentum? Right? This goes back to the 4 laws of lead gen. Build a database, feed that database. Right? Are we doing that consistently to bring more retention and referral business? Because it's gathering momentum, because understand that real estate is a momentum-based business. It takes a minute to build. You can lose it overnight. It's like a habit. If you stop continuing to being consistent and doing the work, you're starting over. For those of you that have been in the industry for quite some time, has that happened to you? I'm asking a very vulnerable and straightforward question. I'd love for some of our tenured agents in the room to, because I know for a fact that there's a couple of you in the room that decided to take some time, or your priorities were elsewhere for a little bit, rightfully so, for most, right? And yet, did it feel like, oh my God, I'm starting over to some extent? The answer is yes, because that's how real estate works. Okay? And then lastly, platform. So what is platform? Whereas the size and it's the size, shape, and nurture of your community. Okay, nature, I'm sorry. Size, shape, and nature of your community. Okay, so the idea of building a platform is to build community. And is it growing? Because that's the day and age that we're in now. Okay, so what's going to be something you can build that can continue to help you grow even when you're not working passively? And that starts with, of course, building a brand that we were talking about earlier, right? And consistency. And now, a platform doesn't have to be any kind of technology piece for clarity purposes, right? Platform is building an environment where the community can see your presence and providing value. Right? So again, I'm encouraging you that this is a level that you should be thinking at right now. Because I know why each and every one of you came here or partner with us is to build a life by design, and all our culture and principles of a legacy all the way up to a legacy worth leaving. And if that's what we're here to build and that's what you're here to do, this is the level that you should be orchestrating and thinking about right now. Doesn't matter what facet or time of business you're in right now, whether you're in your first year or in your 15th year. Okay? Is there a direction in which I'm navigating? It doesn't matter what part of the journey you're in. Are we going in the direction that you want to go in? Or are we just playing real estate? Is this a hobby or is this a business, a career, a lifestyle that you're building? So the question is, what are you afraid of looking at that if you looked at it would make a difference? What are you afraid of looking at that if you looked at it would make a difference? Metrics are important. Okay, so 2026 North Star is the final thing, the fifth thing. So ask yourself these questions, and these should be answered in no more than 3 or 4 sentences. This is not a, hey, let me have a self-reflection essay that's 5 pages long. Okay? 2 or 3 quick sentences. What do you want your business to do for you this year? What do you want your business to do for you this year? More importantly, who will you be at the end of the year? Who will you be? And why does it matter? Why does it matter to you on what your business looks like and who you're going to be? And I'll end this part with this quote. And I'm curious on how you see it, on what you hear. If you don't have clarity, you default to hustle. If you don't have clarity, you default to hustle. What do you hear in that? I'm just curious. Everybody can read it differently, see it differently.
Well, I see, you know how many calls you're supposed to make or said you're gonna make every single day, and then every day it becomes less and less and less. So now that you know you've missed some, you missed that mark, now you're in hustle mode because you want those closings. So now you're doing more than extra instead of that consistency. But hustle is gonna end up, you'll burn out eventually.
Yeah.
That's the way I take it.
Okay. I like it. Yeah. Good. Anybody else?
My mind frame, when you hustle, you do everything.
Okay.
You do things here, you do things there. It's all sporadic. It's all just trying to make ends meet. You're hustling to just get to that point regardless of what you're doing. And with clarity, you can get to the same end with precision.
I like that. Yes, Julia.
When you're hustling, you don't really have a why. So eventually when your hustle is tired, since that clarity and that why and your plan isn't firm, you don't hustle anymore.
Yeah. Okay. That's, yeah,
What it
I love
means
it.
to me.
Yeah, no, that's all that matters, right? Yeah, I agree. I like that. Yeah, Samir.
You have clarity, you have a goal, then you have steps that you can take towards achieving that goal. But if you're just all over the place, like chicken with no head, then you just hustle for little in order for it.
I like that now. I like that. Almost like wasted energy, right? Inefficiency is what I'm hearing from y'all. Anybody else? What does this quote say to you? Online, you're more than welcome to unmute. If you don't have clarity, you default to hustle.
Nimesh,
Yes.
it kind of resonates with kind of like a scripture, without a vision, you perish.
Yeah.
Kind of, if you want to, I see it that way.
Okay. Okay. I like that. So tell me a little bit more about how you perceive that. Either way, the scripture or the quote.
Just like having a lack of vision, you perish. You have no goal, you have no, there's no vision. You just don't see nothing. So you just aimlessly I don't know how to explain it, but it's just,
yeah, you just keep grinding.
You aimlessly with no vision, just trying to get to the next cut of money and not really having a vision behind it. And so it's like we're a rat on a wheel.
Yeah. Good. I like it. All right. Anybody else? Come on. Great. Go ahead. No? Okay. Who else in here? Come on. Anybody? What are you hearing in that?
I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay, so sometimes we as an agent, I feel like we sometimes are doing a lot, right? Like we're trying to work on the marketing and we're trying to learn about the market and we're doing this and this. And then we start losing between in all these, let's call it like chaos. We start getting so many ideas that okay, like, wait, what I was doing with all these, like what was the, because it's really easy to see like, okay, well, my main goal is have this number, right, by the end of the year. But then with all these little tips that we need to be doing every day, we start losing like the main goal and the main focus.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that. And, I hate to be the one that, is always bringing up our models and whatnot. And yet there's a reason why all of these conversations navigate to them is because they're real and they're legitimate, right? I mean, if you start reading the first chapter of MREA, it's models before creativity, right? Models before creativity. And the other one is the 3 L's. You can be great at all kinds of things. And if you don't have any leads, nothing else matters. Right? If you're not having enough real estate conversations, or you're not meeting enough people, or you're not connecting with enough people every day, especially in today's market time frame, I mean, you can be the best negotiator in the world. Who are you going to negotiate for if you don't have clients? You may know that contract at the back of your hand, and yet if you have nobody to make an offer for, what's good is that? Right? Or listings. So again, that's why that's the leads is what we lead with. It's leads, listings, then leverage, right? In the 3 L's. And models before creativity. Because success leaves clues. And make sure we're foundational first on what matters. And then we sprinkle our creativity in there. And that's what makes our businesses different. And that's our value proposition. Right? Yet to be stable, we should have foundational models. Love it. All right. What's everybody hearing today? See, I mean, what's that? Okay, have a plan and have clarity. I like that. Yes, Miss LaDonna. Oh, look at that. That's going to be another quote now that all of a sudden we're going to see I love that. I love that. Plan your work and work your plan for those of you that missed Miss LaDonna online. Plan your work and work your plan. Anybody else? What aha did you get in the last 20 minutes?
Activity doesn't mean productivity.
Yes, Isaias, that's awesome. Activity doesn't mean productivity. Don't just be wasting your time in busy work. Okay, be productive. Be productive. Don't be busy, be productive. Chad loves saying that. Anybody else? Cool? We're good? Made you think too hard today?
Mind that said, don't just throw darts out there, have focus to get your target.
I love that. Yeah, don't just throw darts. I mean, you can. You can throw darts. I don't know if they got that analogy from me because I've been using it a lot recently. Yeah, but good luck with consistency. You may hit the bullseye every now and then, but you're not going to hit it every time.
Here's one more. Without a vision, you perish.
Oh, yeah, we got that one. That was a scripture. Yep, yep. Good deal. Awesome. Okay, well, good deal. Well, I hope that was value. I want you to think this was a beginning, not the end. If you treat this as this was the last 20 minutes and I didn't even write anything down, well, okay, that's okay. That's on you. And yet I encourage you to go through some of this stuff and really reflect on it and see where do you want to be this year? What is your business going to look like? What's your life going to look like? And create a roadmap, right? Create a roadmap. Break it down into quarters, and I highly recommend the 12-week year. Yes? Boo.
Totally forgot to do this, but just so my wife knows I'm actually working, can I take a video with you guys?
Sure. Yeah, come up here and do it. Good deal. You can do it now. Good deal.
Thank you.
He's like, no, I was just in Houston, Texas, hanging out, right? Like,
Next time at the sketchy hotel, like, yeah. Just wave your hands for me.
that better not show up on social media.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all. All right, let's have our vendor sponsors. Let's have our partners. You're welcome.
Wow.
It has. How are you?
How are you doing,
Good,
sir?
good. Ooh, look at you. This is like,
Hello. Wow. How's it going, guys? Welcome to 2026. I haven't seen you guys since last year. Matthias with Home USA. We want to first and foremost say thank you for the partnership with KW. You guys are an awesome group of individuals and just hope to see everybody succeed in the year 22. I have a thing for like an even number years. I don't know what it is, but anyways, it's going to be an awesome year. We're here to support you. As far as mortgage news go, there's a Fed meeting next week. There are no talks of what rates will do, if they'll go, if there's going to be any drops in rates, whatever the case may. Even if there is, we don't exactly know how the market is going to react and what mortgage rates will do. So anyways, be mindful of that. Obviously, if we get any news, we can discuss that day. But as always, we're here to support you. Thank you for your support always. Thanks.
appreciate it, Matthias. Thank you. Yep.
Loaded up with them.
I am. I
Yeah,
can
no,
be
he's-
bearing gifts. Hey, Daniel Van Holt with Majestic Title here. I have 3 umbrellas because everyone loves this rainy weather. So the first 3 people up here get an umbrella. Wow, the people are not fast. Go run. I got 2 more.
That's how we're doing it.
I have more at the office, so maybe if you want to drop past and visit, I've got a couple more back there, so drop past and visit. But quick question is, hands up, who had a buyer transaction last year? Last year, 2025.
Who had a buyer transaction
Who
last?
who represented a buyer last year? Taxes. In most closings, the buyer is responsible for those taxes. A lot of buyers don't realize that. So we're getting to the point, the end of the month, those taxes will be delinquent and they will get fines. If the mortgage company is escrowing them, they should be taking care of that. If they're not, those buyers are going to be asking you questions. So make sure you go back to that settlement statement, look at what was credited, prorated, everything done, and be able to let them know if they are responsible, because sometimes the bills do not get to them. The county will send the bill to the owner as of January 1st. So they don't always get the bill. So make sure that they're aware of that, because those penalties add up fast. So Majestic Title, if you have any questions, reach out to us. You know how to find us. Thanks.
Appreciate it, Daniel. Thank you. Come on up, Fidelity.
Hi, guys, on this lovely rainy day.
I know,
I'm
right?
Priscilla. This is Sandra with Fidelity National Title, and we are right here at Highway 6 and 59, so we're real easy to get to. And we're just wanting to thank you for everything from last year and looking forward to an amazing 2026. I agree, those even years are always great years. So we have the Fidelity Agent Program. If somebody didn't get a flyer from me last week, please ask me. Ask any questions if you did sign up for the Fidelity Agent. It's a great tool to have in your hand, guys, when somebody's talking numbers, somebody wants a quote, buyer wants to know what they can qualify for, the seller wants to know what their bottom line is going to be. It's all in this program. So it's a great tool for y'all. It's one of those things like, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to, worry that you don't have that tool in your pocket when you're going and talking to your customers. So anything else, Sandra?
To piggyback off of Priscilla, how many of you actually use the net sheet when you go to your listing appointment or have it ready?
I hope every hand is up.
So a lot of you don't use it yet. That means you actually have to make an appointment with us. I have a couple of spots open if you want to actually have time to go over the calculator. It's a great tool to use. And also, if you can just give a round of applause, our VP of sales is here today.
No, my goodness.
If you have not used it, yes, please schedule appointments with Priscilla and myself, and we'll help you through that. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you, ladies. Thank you, Fidelity. All right, Graham, what you got?
Hello, everyone. Dwayne Graham with New American Funding. And I met with a friend last week, and she was doing her 2026 business planning. She said something that blew my mind, and I'm stealing her idea so I can share it with my KW family. So she said that you guys, New American Funding, you guys are like the best kept secret in mortgage, in real estate. And I was like, what do you mean by that? She's like, you guys have programs that no one else has. You guys have fast turn times. You guys are able to say yes when other people say no. You guys have the ability to help people who didn't think that they could get helped. So with her saying that, I would highly recommend, this is what she said that she does. She incorporates us in her business planning. So she's thinking of ways how she can use us to get that extra 1 or 2 deals per month because of the programs. Now, Ms. Parker, I think you're the person that I've done the most NAFCASH deals with. That tells me that you kind of like the program, right? Right? Okay.
Respect the process, work with you, and all of my clients are happy.
That's important.
Transaction. First, they pay cash and buy the house for your buyer, and then you sell it back. They sell it back. Guess when you get paid? You get paid on the first part of the transaction.
The minute you close. I appreciate that, Ms. Parker.
You should have just led with that, LaDonna. Like, oh, you get paid early. Yeah.
So with it, we have unique programs that can help your clients. Did you guys know that there are programs that allow for down payment assistance if the client already has a house? Did you guys know that? We have them. Did you guys know that there are down payment assistance options for clients who are trying to purchase duplexes? Most DPA programs don't want you to purchase a duplex. We have options that allow for that. So in the office, there's me, Dale, Denise, Catherine, my partner, Anthony. If there's anything that we can do to help you, help your clients, please keep us in mind. All right.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Uh-oh.
We're not cash. Okay. We'll save that one for next week.
That sounds good. All right, guys. Well, appreciate our partners. Appreciate y'all for being here. Hope that was a lot of value for those of you that are in here. Enjoy your lunch. For those of you online, it's BYOL. Enjoy your day. Take it away, DJ Norm.